Hi folks. In an autumn past, I shot a video about the Joro spider takeover around our home every autumn around their mating season. Of course, the Joro spider was a species introduced to North Georgia in the early 2010s, and now they have been wildly successful, and they have spread as far west as Oklahoma and as far north as Maryland. So I thought I might provide you with an update on what's happening as mating season gears up here in North Georgia for the Joro spider. It's actually pretty early in their mating season. As I shoot this, it's just early September as the weather begins to cool off a little bit more. The activity will ramp up around here. You see, the bigger ones are usually the females, the smaller ones are the males. And they will spend an awful lot of time around her, making sure she's happy and fed. But let's just scan over a little bit. Here's another little male, and he's an attendant for some really big gals that we have up here toward the top. I don't want to disturb their webs too much. They'll take off. They're really skittish. But she's a pretty good sized girl. Here's some more coming down to check me out, some little ones. They're acting fairly aggressively compared to the way they usually do. Here's another really good sized female Joro spider. A lot of this activity right in this area has to do with that, of course, the porch light. Y'all, I'm the best friend these Joro spiders have because Tammy, she does not like them at all. I was able to get up a little bit closer on this. I think she's the biggest one out here. It's hard to give you an idea of scale. You see her attendants, never very far away, taking care of their queen. There's one right above my head checking me out. Look at him, he's pointed right at me and waving his little leg. But she is one impressive beast. I love her. Yeah, they have set up a perimeter since I've started playing around up here. They are really well aware of my presence. She was facing away from me, by the way, when I first started shooting, and now she's turned and she's facing me. And the ones that are around the edges, they are bold. They're not backing down at all. It's mating season. And these big ones, they are protecting them. At all costs. Beautiful little spiders. Hopefully you can see in this shot this network of webbing is layered. There's layer 1 and layer 2. Down here to layer 3, if you can see back there past there. And when you get up closer to the porch itself, this is another layer. And there's the spider checking me out. Layer 5 is back there. And it just keeps going that way on around the house. So yeah, on the other side of the porch, the layers of webbing. Continue on around. They're very cooperative during mating season. Same can't be said for humans, really. I don't have a ladder long enough to take me up there. I can get to where the floodlights are and the first webbing starts, but I can't get as the house ascends. But maybe if I zoom in and walk around a little bit, you can see that the perimeter continues on around the house, a spider webs around the eaves of the house. So we already know that these spiders are really good stowaways, but a lot of scientists think, due to the directions that they've spread, that a lot of it has been due to ballooning. They actually send out some of their silk around their body and it acts as a kind of sail. They catch breezes and they go with the breeze, and that is how a lot of the Joro spider spread is happening. They're not just hitchhiking in the backs of trucks. They're actually flying around the country. I've been bitten twice by the Joro spider. Both times it hurt for about a half hour, like a bee sting. Then it started to pass. There was no lasting effects, but it was sore for about a half an hour. They will run if you give them any opportunity to run. But if you corner one, if you touch one, trust me from experience, they will bite. When they come around in these numbers every year, we don't get any bugs in the house. They don't come in the house. They have every opportunity, and we have all kinds of spiders that we found in our house, from wolf spiders all the way down to little jumping spiders. We have all kinds of spiders, but they don't come in our house. But when they're here, nothing else does either. There's no gnats in our coffee. There's no moss flying around. These things will take out anything that comes within their perimeter. Whoa, costume change. In fact, I already had this video in the can and ready to upload to YouTube. That's when Tammy and I started noticing some unusual behavior in the spiders. We found it interesting. We thought you might too. Our Joro spiders have been coming here for 3 mating seasons now. And each time they've repeated basically the same kind of behavior in their web spinning. And what that would be is off to the sides here, the webs would be kind of low, about head high for a person if they walked by, but it didn't really matter because they were off to the sides. But when it would come to the entryway itself, the webs would only be up here above head height, closer to the light. However, this year, we noticed something a little bit different. As you come out of our front door now, I'm not sure how the light is picking this up, but you can see now, this year, instead of the webs only starting here at the entryway up closer to the light, they have dropped down lower. They are actually below head height. And when we walk out the door now, we have to duck to get below the Joro spider webs, or they're going to be in our hair. Or Tammy's hair, I should say. It would be easy to just say, well, the spiders are doing this, so what? But you know, I can't let it go. I have to come up with at least a few half-baked hypotheses as to why this may be happening. So what's causing this lower web spinning? These webs that are now encroaching into our territory. One of the possibilities for these low slung webs, and the one that's probably the strongest, is that there's just less prey for the Joro spiders. I did some digging into rainfall amounts here in our area this year, and we are running below average. Maybe there's just not as many bugs for them to eat. However, I've considered another possibility, one that's as out there as it is unsettling. As I've said before, I've been good to our Joro spiders. We have neighbors here in North Georgia that will take flamethrowers to these webs every season. We live and let live. We know that in another month or so from now, the Joro spiders will be gone. Bugs will fly into the webs, and with no one there to repair them, they will start falling away too, like the autumn leaves. Could it be that our Joro spiders have just lost all fear of Tammy and I? They certainly don't run from us as quickly or as readily as they did. I am really close to this big female and she is not moving. But it could be, and it would be weird, that our Joro spiders are just not scared of us anymore. And they are happy to just encroach into our world. Until the next time, this is Mike saying bye.